Okay, so let me tell you about my experience with working with on the KNAPS project. Okay, so that was with a company called Bi-Rite. I was there for about 8 years, 8 or 9 years. And this was my first job coming out of uni after doing IT, a bachelor in IT. And so this was a great stepping stone for me, a great learning place, because I worked with a project where it was started from scratch and we built it up until we were rolling out stores, rolling out customers. Okay, so what is the product is this is the actual franchise. It's called Bi-Rite, and they're a franchise that have many stores around Australia. Okay, and all of those stores are selling products. So we're creating an app. We're creating this ERP and CRM for the head office, and they're keeping track of all their orders. Okay, so the first thing they're taking, the stores are taking sales, and then the sale is getting registered and it comes back to the head office here. They're keeping track of where the inventory is. They're making invoices when they're going to their suppliers and this sort of thing. So it's a ERP which covers the whole process for this company which is selling white goods. So I was working under the main lead. Okay, there was, most of the time it was just two of us, two developers, and then towards the end we added some more developers on, but we were a small team, which enabled me to be multi-faceted, multi-diverse in the things that I did. Okay, so I would create, the main module I worked on was the sales module, which was the point of sale module for these stores, okay, where the customers would make their orders. And so we're using Django and Python at the back end, and on the front we're using Angular. Okay, and so we would just create these we would run sprints. We'd have weekly sprints, and then we would create modules. I would take the task from the team leader, and then we'd iterate from there. On top of that, I would have QA, quality assurance testing tasks as well to cover the whole project. But yeah, I was always doing development with Python code. So more about the full stack, we were using AWS, and we were having our local instances, and then we're having our sandbox instance for where we'd push our testing, our code before it went into production, and we also have a production instance for when we go live. For Git and version control, we were using Bitbucket, and so that will give us our testing pipeline there for our code. On the front end, for our styling, we're using Bootstrap for the HTML and the CSS. We'd use a Bootstrap template, and then from there we would just apply these themes on top of all of our HTML.